So we're under the yellow flag. We'll re-rack them and restack them. And we'll try to go back for another start here. It's going to be single file. Actually, they're going to put Barry Dalton to the rear. And he's got to fight his way to the front. And that flying 0-5. Green flag is in the air. 30 laps of distance for the All-Star race with the Southern Vintage Race Car Nationals here at Dillion Motor Speedway. Two laps in of 30. This is a 30-lap event. On the jump, it's that number 21 machine. And that's going to be the Dwight Sauls, the cowboy from Apex, North Carolina. He won earlier tonight. Actually, correction, he was leading a race earlier, had some kind of mechanical failure, and came onto the race in the pits before the race ended. Nonetheless, Dwight Sauls is leading the way in the early going. The 23. That's Bobby Lofton from Lexington, North Carolina. If you notice the last name Lofton, it's very popular and synonymous in the world of modifieds. Bobby Lofton is the father of modified young standout Brian Lofton. Brian Lofton normally drives one of the number 23 modifieds, and we got problems in turn number 1. And again, the 0-5 of Barry Dalton is one of them that's involved. And the 0-4, I think it is, a Kurt Hatton. Kurt Hatton is also caught up in it as well. So we go under the yellow flag. Back under the yellow flag conditions here after an incident involving two cars out of turn number 1. Barry Dalton got collected in it twice in the exchange of yellows for him in this all-star race. The 0-5 out of Danville, Virginia, the coach. And the 0-4 of Chris Hatton also got involved from Jacksonville, Florida, the 1936 Ford. Those drivers will go to the tail end of the field per the rule book of the series, and they'll get ready to go back for the restart. Out in front, the 21, the cowboy, Dwight Sauls from Apex, North Carolina, leads the way. In second spot, that number 23 modified from Lexington, North Carolina, Bobby Lofton. In third, the number 11 entry. Correction, actually, they're going to give it out to the 37. The 37 that won earlier tonight from Conway, South Carolina. Wade Skipper sits in third, as looks like one of those cars came to pit road and gave up their position. And we'll get ready to go back to the restart. Now, that's 61 modified race fans, the B&M Speed Shop entry number 61. That's actually a replica of what Richie Evans used to race in the modifieds back in the day. Richie Evans, if you know your NASCAR history, before there was ever stock car racing, the most longest running NASCAR sanctioning body is modifieds. And the modified of Richie Evans, who's actually a nominee for the NASCAR Hall of Fame this year in the induction ceremony, he's one of the nominees, is one of the greats of modified racing, Richie Evans, and that number 61 is a replica of one of the greats of the modified racing world. We are back for the restart here at Dillion to the back straightaway. All shade on the front stretch into 3 and 4. Exiting the front straightaway back to 1 and 2. Turn 2 to the back stretch to 3 is all daylight. As 6 laps in of 30. Back in the corner number 1 and 2. Out in front is still going to be the Cowboy, leading the way of Dwight Saul. Saul's out in front, up to the number 2 spot now. It's going to be the number 4, Mac Tatum. Mac Tatum has moved to 2nd. Lofton has fell back to 3rd. Also in 4th is the Skipper in the 4th position as they come off of turn 4. The 18 rounds out your top 5, including Jerry Jeffries. 7 laps in of 30. Coming across the line. Another lap in. 8 laps in. Now make it 9 laps in of 30. And still leading the way, that 21 of Dwight Sauls, the Cowboy. Hitting his marks to the back straightaway. Lofton gets back around the machine of Tatum for 2nd spot. He'll carry Skipper with him. As they come off of turn 4, here comes also Wilkie in the 14 machine. Randy Wilkie in the 14 out there as well. They come to the back straightaway. Down the front stretch, door to door for the top spot now for 3rd. Here comes Skipper looking on the inside of Tatum for 3rd spot off of turn 2. While that goes on, Dwight Sauls is pulling away. More lap traffic in front of the field off turn 4. Lofton has got his way back to the number 2 spot. Look at the way he is slicing and dicing through lap traffic, chiseling his way through a chopping block of asphalt and making it work. Look out, Gordon Ramsay. Hell's Kitchens came to Dillion, and Lofton's on the chopping block into 3 and 4, slicing and dicing, moving his way through the field. Contact by the leader. Sauls was trying to get by Lofton. Lofton was trying to make a run there for him, and he couldn't close the door. He falls back 2 car lengths now, and he'll have to look at more lap traffic as using it to get around one more time, and we just passed halfway. Lofton was slicing and dicing like a mastery chef going through these cars. And he had literally closed it. Here he comes again into turn 1 and 2. Lap car up the racetrack, and here comes Lofton. He'll try to capitalize on it. He's on the back door of the Cowboy. One wrong slip, and Lofton's got him. Lap cars to the inside of the racetrack. Up the racetrack goes Sauls. Here comes Lofton. They'll still stay single file with each other as they go back into the corner, back into 1 and 2. Lofton hitting his marks, trying to strike like a coiled cobra on his prey into turn number 3. Here comes the Predator off of 4. And it seems like Lofton's got to have help by lap traffic. He cannot seem to close in on Sauls on his own. He's got to use lap traffic to get it done. To the back straightaway, into turn 3, and looky here, 3 more lap cars in the way of your leader. Lofton to the bottom, he's on the bottom, oh, he got it done, he split him all the way in a 3-for-1 special, all the way down the straightaway. Oh my goodness, how did he pull it off? Sauls went to the outside lane, Lofton went to the inside lane. That was magical, and still Sauls is in the lead, and we got 12 laps to go. Holy smokes, how did they pull that off on the back straight on the front stretch? The scores beside me are beside themselves. I don't know if it's my commentary or they lost track, losing their minds. They think they were going to wreck. As Lofton still can't get by Sauls. He might have put everything he had right then and there and lost it. They're coming to the line. It's 10 laps to go. Oh my goodness, I can't lose my voice. I got to do TV tomorrow. But these vintage modifieds are putting on a hell of a show here in Dillion, South Carolina. 9 to go. Here we come again. More lap traffic in the way of your leader. Sauls trying to literally slither his way through the traffic. And Lofton will do it as well. Look at these guys. Oh, my goodness. One by one, picking them off on a chopping block. Lofton is in the number 2 spot. Lofton got pinched in by another lap car. He got pinched in by Jerry Jeffries. He had nowhere to go. And that's allowed now Dwight Sauls, the Cowboy, to pull away to the back straightaway. The beautiful-looking machine. The beautiful-looking Chevy coach from Apex, North Carolina. Coming to the line, 6 laps to go. He competes normally on the Southern Ground Pounder Series in the number 21 machine. Here he comes from turn number 4 to the line. 5 laps to go. 5 remaining for the Cowboy. They will come to the line, and this time by, it will be 5. Now make it 4 laps to go. Out in front is car number 21, the Cowboy, Dwight Sauls, moving his way through lap traffic. He's had a couple of opportunities to get pounced on by the machine of Lofton. Bobby Lofton just could not capitalize, and he's came up short. They will come to the line. It will be 3 laps to go. Now make it 2 laps to go next time around for the Cowboy. More lap traffic in front of your leader, Sauls, but he's got such an interval and a lead over the rest of the field. Bobby Lofton in his own little battle moving by lap traffic as well. 2 remaining. Oh, looky here. Skipper's closing in on Lofton for 3rd. For that 2nd spot, he's in 3rd spot now. But nonetheless, they come to the line. Moving through more lap traffic is that number 21, Dwight Sauls. He'll come to the line. The white flag's in the air. 1 more lap to go. Bring him home. The Cowboy. 1 more lap remaining for Dwight Sauls. Whew, what a race. What an event. Dwight Sauls, the All-Star Race winner of the 2019 Southern Vintage Race Car Nationals. All-Star Race winner from Apex, North Carolina. The Cowboy, Dwight Sauls. 2nd spot's going to go to Bobby Lofton. 3rd's going to go to the skipper, Wade Skipper in 37. And that's the way they finish on the podium. We'll talk to him in a moment. We got 1 more race remaining. It is the Sportsman All-Star Race coming up next here at Dillion Motor Speedway on CRN's coverage of the Southern Vintage Nationals on the Community Radio Network.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ energy drink. Wings are for birds.
Coming soon, the new wave of hydration and energy drink HiQ. This new product is all natural with no caffeine and gives you a major boost of hydration and energy. No twitching effect or crashing like the old energy drinks. You can visit our website at www.liquidhiq.com or Twitter at HiQ2015 to learn more about this amazing energy drink. What is your level?
Live your life and just let go. If you try, then you will know.
I'll tell you what, that 21 car, good looking race car, Cowboy Sauls went 21, but it takes North Carolina's 36 Chevrolet coach. Picking up the win here at the Southern Marathon Youth Race here.
Thank you very much, Ron. My goodness, what a race. What a show they